gosh. Wow.
This is nice.
Day 1, practice round at Ivy Hills. This looks very intimidating. Little Foxy. Oh gosh. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Disc Golf World Championships presented by Zuca. Worlds is one of those tournaments that can define your whole career, whether it be a top 10 finish, a really cool highlight, or just winning the whole dang thing. Needless to say, Worlds is a very important tournament to every disc golfer. This is Chris and I's first time visiting Virginia, and we cannot believe how beautiful it is. New London Tech and Ivy Hills feature some amazing views with lots of elevation and tricky fairways. I don't know about all you at home, but New London was definitely my favorite of the two courses. Luckily, I got to play here multiple times since we arrived a week early to play the mixed doubles with Thomas Gilbert. If you missed that video, here's a quick summary. First day, New London, let's do it.
It's cold this morning.
Yeah, it's a little chilly.
This is weird.
So starting off round 1, we were playing New London, the better of the two courses, and you could just feel the tension. Everyone is so nervous, but so excited to start playing. So I was a little shaky off the tee. Things were not going perfectly as I practiced, but it was fun to get to scramble and not have to deal with too much OB. I did find trouble though. Holes 5, 6, and 7. I was just in the OB, scrambling, trying to get to the basket, and I just did not have a good time. I took most of my strokes in those 3 holes, so that kind of sucked. But hole 8, I threw an amazing drive and got a birdie, so that kind of set me back in place, and I birdied the next hole as well, and then it was kind of just cruising on from there, and I cleaned up my round and shot a +2, which wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I was actually pretty happy with that. Considering that I shot 6 over on 3 holes, I was pretty happy to get my score down to a +2 for the round, which was a 950 rating, and I was feeling pretty good. And that felt like a pretty good start to Worlds.
From Windsor, Ontario, Canada, Chantel Walensky.
Okay, so round 2 is here, Ivy Hills. To be honest, I was not feeling totally confident. I felt like I needed one more practice round because I felt like I didn't really make the best game plan, and you really needed a strong game plan here. Just because there is so much OB, you really need to know where your landing zones are, and there's just not a lot of room for error. So if you're throwing not very well, good luck. And that's what happened to me this day. I don't know if it's just because I was so unconfident, but I felt like I didn't know what my discs were going to do, and it was kind of hard as well because there's so much elevation, and if there's any wind, you just weren't sure what was going to happen. So that's how I felt all day, and things just weren't working out. I mean, I played the front half pretty decently. I was +1 through 9, and then, the back just, it was terrible. I was in OB, I was never where I was in practice, and I just couldn't get it together. I ended up shooting a +10, and I was so upset about this. I thought, oh, you know, maybe a +5, a +6 would be like the worst that I could shoot out here. Nope, it quickly was a +10. Ugh. Unfortunately, that was just enough to knock me down to D pool, which means that I would have to play this course again. I couldn't go to New London and feel confident again. I had to come back here and play. So I wasn't too excited going into the third round. I was hoping that I could make some corrections, but honestly, I just was not looking forward to playing Ivy again. So round 3, we have beautiful weather once again. We had a little bit of wind, but nothing too crazy. I corrected on hole 1, which is nice, so I got my par there. But then things just started going wrong on hole 3. Somehow the birdie holes were playing so hard for me, and I was just bogeying and double bogeying. So I played terrible on the front 9. I played the back 9 a little bit cleaner than I did the day before, but nowhere near my practice rounds, and I was just feeling kind of deflated. I got 1 birdie the whole day, and it was just not enough to make me feel confident again. But luckily this was the last time I was going to play this course unless I made the cut somehow. I knew it wasn't impossible to make the cut because New London was the better course for me. I just really needed to put together a good round. If I did that, I could make it to the finals and maybe have a good day at Ivy. So we're here at New London once again, and I started shaky off the tee again. I don't know why those first couple holes, it's just really hard to shake the nerves. But then we slowly got into it, and I was getting some really good birdies that I wasn't really planning on getting, so that felt really nice. And I kind of just held that momentum, got some good birdies, limited my mistakes, but by the end of the round, I was making silly mistakes that I couldn't really get the birdie. I could get the par, but the par was not good enough. I needed at least 3 more birdies to make this cut. So I was playing well, but Chris and I did the math, and if I were to make the cut, I would have needed to birdie like the last 3 holes since I missed a lot of my easy birdie holes. And that was almost impossible, especially with hole 18. It is a very long, challenging hole. And in my game plan, I was just playing that for par. And that was a good score. So at this time, I knew I wasn't going to make the cut, but I wasn't that sad just because I played Ivy so terribly that honestly, it would have been a miracle if I made the cut. I just wanted to get some of that confidence back, have fun with the girls, and get ready for the next tournament. So I missed the cut by 3 strokes, but even though my tournament came to an end, our time here in Virginia was not yet over. We visited the natural bridge that was an hour away from our Airbnb. Can we appreciate how amazing this is? That night we went back to Ivy for the Fly Mart and met so many of you. We really appreciate everyone who reached out. I just want to say, you guys really make all of this worth it. Even when I play bad, I still feel your support, and it helps me remember that this crazy life Chris and I are living is always worth appreciating, no matter how many bogeys we take. Yes, because Chris makes me bogey. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!